Hi there. Having a good night? Mind if I sit down? Thanks. It's been a bit busy tonight. Depends on whether you like people, I guess. You here alone? Well, now you're not alone, I suppose. Can I buy you a drink? Oh yeah, I see that. Looks good. Might get one for myself then. Something fruity maybe, with lots of ice. It's been so hot out. You okay? You look like you're waiting for someone. Because you're looking around a lot. So either you're just really paranoid or you're expecting to see someone. I mean, it's not really any of my business, I guess, but maybe the one you're waiting for is me. Don't think so? I think you're wrong about that. What do you think it is? But don't worry, I won't use it on you. That's not what I'm here for. I suggest you stay right where you are, sweetness, for your own safety. No, don't worry. Like I said, you're not in any danger, at least not from me. I really am the one you're waiting for. Sort of. My name is Daphne, and we have some mutual friends. Friends who want to make sure you're safe. Yes, really. Now do me a favor. Keep looking casual while we talk, okay? Sip your drink, not a care in the world. Just two people talking in a bar, getting to know each other. That's it, good job. Like I said, I'm Daphne, I'm in security. I know exactly who you are, so there's really no need for you to pretend you're not, in case you were inclined to. Not just that, although of course I scanned you as I came up, but I also recognize you from pictures. Your hair's a little different, but otherwise, I'd know you anywhere. It's my job, and I am very good at my job. Now, I know that you don't have a reason to trust me, and you do have a lot of reason to be paranoid. I mean, it's not paranoia if people are actually after you, right? It's always smart to be aware. In your case, my employers firmly believe that you have reason for concern. Like I said, I have the right person. You can pretend otherwise, but I know what I'm doing. I never miss a mark. Let's see if I can convince you then. You're an engineer, a very good one from what I hear. And a few months ago, you discovered a problem with your company's latest implant. Something about a catastrophic fault in the user's medulla, which, as we all know, leads to some significant problems, including possibly death. That's a pretty critical part of the neurological system, after all. And that's not a good thing for the customer now, is it? I'm not blaming you. I know you weren't behind the development of that particular implant. You were just the one who spotted the issue and reported it, which didn't go well, did it? It's a tale as old as time. Corporations won't halt production on a faulty product unless the legal liability exceeds the loss in revenue. And in this case, the math didn't add up in your favor, or in the favor of the customers who are going to be injured by this thing. They're rolling out the implant soon, aren't they? Aiming for a Q3 launch? I know a lot of things. I talk to a lot of people. And I know it really bothered you that your concerns weren't heard. Which makes sense, you have a conscience. You don't want to ship an implant that will actively injure or kill people. That's a bad look, and also inherently evil. Nothing wrong with objecting to that. Seems like your basic humanity's intact, unlike some of the higher-ups at your company. Nothing to say? That's okay, I'm not done with the story. So what did you do next, when they ignored you? What did you do? Still nothing. I'll keep going then. What you didn't do is go to the police, or to the media, or to anyone else that would blow the lid off the situation. Oh, now you talk. No, stop, I get it. You're not wrong. If you'd done either of those things, if you had talked to anyone with any power, your body would never have been found, assuming anyone even listened to you. You know how it is. Depending on whom you spoke with, your information could easily have been buried forever, even if you'd gone out on a limb to share it. Even if it was believed at face value. There are more than a few journalists and cops who make a little extra money keeping some companies' reputations unblemished. All that would have happened would have been that someone at your company would have gotten a memo that some smart-mouthed engineer was talking too much. And then poof, you're gone. Erased for being a troublemaker. Like I said, I get it. I completely understand the need for self-preservation. It's a basic instinct for all of us. But you did do something, didn't you? You reached out to another company, Asher Tech Industries. You had good reason to. They headhunted you a while back, didn't they? But you were happy where you were, back then. You weren't interested in jumping ship for another role elsewhere. Now, not so much. So you contacted the HR director and asked if the job was still available. Good move, that. Of course, it's subtle. People change jobs all the time. Nothing flashy about that. Probably the best way you could step away from your rather problematic current situation without raising too many alarm bells. Especially since they originally contacted you first. All above board, nothing to make you disappear over. Probably. Right, but then you had your interview, and you shared some of your concerns with the hiring manager. In fact, you told the team about the issues with the implant, didn't you? You don't have to answer, I know how it went down. I've seen the video. The interview rooms are always under surveillance. You told them why you wanted to leave your existing company. You told them about the bad product and how no one listened to your concerns. I don't know if the interview was the best place to do that, but I get why you did. You were probably nervous and worried and seeking support where you could find it. You're lucky that Asher Tech is a more responsible and ethical company than your current one. I get it. And they hired you. Congratulations. They want you to start in 2 weeks. That's great news. But then things got a little weird at your current office, didn't they? You know what I mean. You gave your notice, and your bosses began to smell something fishy. Maybe it was how you were acting. You're clearly not great at disguising your body language, and you might have come across as nervous. Or maybe someone from Asher Tech had a bit less of a conscience and reached out to your bosses. Not everyone loves a whistleblower, especially those who like to make money. The bottom line is you felt unsafe. Did you maybe see people watching you on your commute? Did you feel like someone was close by when you were supposed to be alone? Did you get the thing where the hair on the back of your neck stands up? I'm not trying to be funny here. Our instincts go a long way toward protecting us. If you were picking up on something, even if you couldn't put a finger on it, that was probably a good impulse. You felt unsafe in your normal surroundings. Unsafe enough that you reached out to Asher Tech for help. Yes, you did. And I have to ask, what did you think they would do? When you contacted them to say you thought someone was going to hurt you, what did you expect them to do? That's fair. And they're just as aware of the corruption in the police and media as you are. Probably a lot more so. But fortunately, corporations in this day and age are basically small governments. Multinational conglomerates with diplomatic immunity and very deep pockets. So again, you did the right thing. Maybe just because you got lucky. You reached out and they said they'd look into some protection options for you. Which brings me to me. I'm the option they looked into. I'm here to be your protection. Which I think you sort of knew was coming. You had a feeling they were going to do something after all. They wouldn't just leave you high and dry, the engineer they literally just hired. When you were looking around the room just now, you were looking for trouble, but you were also looking for help. I'm that help. Again, I get why you're suspicious. You should definitely not trust me yet. But consider, I got all that information about you because I was briefed. And for the past few days, I've been keeping an eye on you. Not in a way that you could have noticed, but I was watching. And you weren't wrong to be paranoid. You've been on someone's radar. Well, to be honest, I suspect there's a bounty on your head, but I haven't been able to find it on the markets. I will eventually, though. And in the meantime, I've been authorized to act, so here I am, ready to help. Well, first off, I'll take you to a safe house. No one will be able to get to you there. And then I'll make sure that your old bosses know to back down. You'll be under Asher Tech's protection, and that means something. I know, right? I could be making all this up. I could actually be working for your old bosses, here to trick you into trusting me so you'll go with me to a secondary location. And then I could rip your throat out and leave you in an alley. But if I were working for them, would I be going to so much trouble to gain your trust right now? Would I tell you everything I know about you? It would have been easier to just hit on you and then try to get you to come home with me. That tactic has a very high success rate, at least compared to just telling the truth. What can I say? I'm told I'm irresistible when I want to be. But right now, I want to be the one who gets you out of here. Because just while we've been talking, I've counted 4 different people in here who have an interest in you. A very direct interest, and all of them appear to be armed. I get it. Here, take a look at this. It's my AstroTech credentials. Maybe you can trust me a little more now? You don't have much choice, sweetness. Your old bosses are not pleased that you know what you know, and they're poised to take some action. So either you come with me right now, or you stay here and we see which of the mercs in this place gets the prize, dead or alive. I'm your best bet. So shall we go? I might look like a party girl, but I have tricks up my sleeve. No harm will come to you while you're with me. Do I make myself clear? Let's just say I have a few augments that may or may not be above board, but all of them make me very well equipped to handle anything that comes for us. So what do you say? Ready to be safe? Good, I knew you were smart. Now smile, we're having a good conversation, remember? Why do you think I've been lightly touching your arm this whole time? We're flirting, this is a pickup, and I am just drunk enough to go home with you. That's it, lean into it. We'll get you out of here alive. Come on, arm around me, help me walk. Perfect, not far to the door. You smell good. Stay with me, that's it, a little further. Let's go home, baby, I want to get to know you better. Thank you, I've worked hard at it. Now... Alright, first step done. Now we just need to get to the car. I got you covered, but we are definitely not alone, so keep that arm around me. Good, you're stronger than you look. Yep, and so am I. Hang on. There we go, one down. I told you, augments. And a little natural talent that I've spent way too long honing. Now come on, we should probably make a run for it. Hang on to me and I'll get you out of here. You ready? Oh, don't worry, sweetness. The night is just getting started. Did you like this audio? Would you like even more? Sign up to be a channel member here on YouTube or a patron on Patreon. Your support means I can keep making these audios, and for just $5 a month, you get great perks like hours of extra content, cool assets, and access to my private Discord. You might even be a Sweetness patron, like Andy Taylor. You're this audio's Sweetness patron. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any uploads, and thank you so much for listening.